What's up, guys? Notorious here, and today I'm going to be presenting you guys a little bit of Team Deathmatch on Stronghold. Now, let's get to it. Today, I'm going to be talking about the St. Louis Rams, we would talk about the Cleveland Browns, we would talk about, like, the Oakland Raiders or something, a team that's perennially does bad every single year, but I'm going to be talking about the St. Louis Rams. We don't talk a lot about them often, not a lot of networks talk about them, and they had a pretty bad season in my opinion. 7-9, that's a losing record, and they just lost to the lowly San Francisco 49ers, and they should not be like this. They should be a good team. I don't know what's going on with the Rams. This team has so much talent. They have Nick Foles, if you want to do the Eagles Nick Foles. They have Todd Gurley. They have the stud running back. They have a pretty beast defense. This team gets sacks. This team can get turnovers. This defense can do a lot for you, but it's not more about the team. It's more about their coach, head coach Jeff Fisher. Because I'm not a fan of Jeff Fisher, to be honest with you. Every time, just looking at him, he just looks like a guy that doesn't really motivate anyone, and just looks like he looks apathetic. I don't know if he is. I think, he cares, but he just looks like a Jay Cutler that just looks apathetic and stuff, We win, I think he's the type of guy that's like, 8-8, we're okay, we're not going to, I'm not going to get fired because, most of the media members, they love Jeff Fisher. That's probably why he still has a job in St. Louis. I think he should have been fired last season. I'm going to check his record. So, 2012 7-8-1, 2013 7-9, 2014 6-10, 2015 7-9. You have not had a winning record. The last time you had a winning record was in 2008 with the Tennessee Titans. Come on, man. You can have one winning record, but then there's some of the people, some refuters, they say, oh, give him some time. I think 4 years is enough time, especially with that team, If it's like the Jacksonville Jaguars and Gus Bradley, I understand because, Gus Bradley has to try to turn his team around, and the team is devoid of talent, They're getting better every year, but then when Gus Bradley got there, they were like the worst team in the NFL. So that's reasonable, I'm okay with Gus Bradley still staying because, he's trying to turn his program around, and I think with the AFC South and how bad it is, I think he can turn this team around, so. But I think 4 years with the St. Louis Rams, they drafted pretty well. It's not like it's horrible. They've gotten talent, and they got a decent quarterback. Well, he wasn't good this year. Nick Foles, he kind of stunk up the joint this year, but at the same time, he's not bad. He's decent. So, you should be able to make a run for like the NFC West title or at least a playoff spot. Seattle, Arizona is pretty good, but I don't know, man, because Jeff Fisher, he's just the owner's pet, pretty much. You know how you have a teacher's pet in school. That teacher that's like that one student. Gives that one student extra incentive to do well and stuff, and throws a pass at them pretty much at some assignments. Hey, you didn't do this assignment, I'll give you a good grade. I've had teachers like that, not to me, but to other people, and it didn't really bother me as much as long as I got a good grade on it. So. Yeah, that's a little bit about school, but Jeff Fisher, I think the owner, I don't know how to say his name, Stan K. I'm just gonna call him Stan K because I don't know how to say his last name, but I think he's more busy about trying to move the team to Los Angeles than trying to worry about what's going on with the Rams. If he was worried about football right now, and if he was trying to focus on the Rams and if they can be successful on the NFL team, well, he should have fired Jeff Fisher already. I was surprised when I heard the news that they were going to keep Jeff Fisher. I was like, man, this team can compete in the NFC West. They just need a new voice, really. Jeff Fisher's not the right man for this team. It's a young team. I think Jeff Fisher's more known for a veteran team. He's a guy that can motivate. Like a team that's already established. Well, I wouldn't say that because this team is established, but it's a young team. That's the thing, I think if he had a more experienced team, that just needed to get over the hump a little bit, I think he could do a good job with that. But this is a really, really young team, and I don't know if he can motivate them, and I just don't see where it's going. So I was hoping they were going to fire Jeff Fisher. When the news came out, I was a little disappointed. I wanted to make a rant about it. Jeff Fisher, please get fired. Please fire him. But it's whatever. If they think 8-8's okay and not competing in the NFC West, that's fine with me. And San Francisco, they were not a good team this year. They were 5-11, but at the same time, the San Francisco 49ers were not expected to contend, and everyone was right. They went 5-11. They didn't make the playoffs at all. But then the Rams, they were expected to contend a little bit, at least have a winning season. Maybe 9-7. That's kind of reasonable. But they didn't. They actually had a losing record again. So, I mean, that's the difference between those two. The 49ers were expected to do bad. The Rams were expected to do all right. At least contend for a playoff spot, in my opinion. Because with this kind of roster, this kind of talent, I think they could have competed in the NFC West. They weren't going to win it. I knew Arizona or Seattle was going to win it, but in a year or two, they can elevate themselves and maybe surprise us in the NFC West. But as long as Jeff Fisher's the head coach of the team, I do not think they're going to support him. So yeah, but I think that's pretty much everything. I was hoping Jeff Fisher was getting fired. I've been saying that the whole time in this video, but he had time to build this team. And it's not going anywhere. It's his fourth. It's going to be his fourth year, and it's about to be his fifth year in the St. Louis Rams. And they've had some controversy, with Los Angeles. The Chargers have been having problems with that as well. So we don't know what's going to go on next season. They might be the Los Angeles Rams again, for all I know. But that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Do whatever you want with this video, and hopefully the St. Louis Rams can have some brains and fire Jeff Fisher, because he is not going to take this team anywhere anytime soon. As long as he's with the team, and as long as the team around him, like the division around him with Seattle and Arizona, always competing every year, then they're not going to compete. So yeah. But I think that's everything, you guys. I'll catch you guys up later. And if you have any feedback or any comments, trying to agree with me, disagree with me, put it down in the comments below, and just tell me why you agree or not agree. And yeah. All right. See ya.